are ready to go here in Kansas City at the T-Mobile Center. And the semifinals on a Monday afternoon ready to kick off. And here we go. Emily Ryan and Iowa State with the first possession. These two teams have met only once this year. That was in Ames. Oklahoma got the victory in that matchup. And right away, that's where Iowa State likes to go. Audi Crooks, the freshman. As we look at the Oklahoma lineups, Nevaeh Tot, Lexi Keys, who has been so good at Big 12 conference play. Verhulst, we mentioned newcomer of the year. Williams, a freshman. And Skylar Vann, the co-player of the year in the Big 12. There's Sahara Williams with the putback. So the freshman leading the way on both ends.
No surprise, right? We talked about all the great freshmen out there, but two in particular playing in this game today.
Emily Ryan missed some time at the beginning of the year with an injury. With all these new players around her, she has stepped in to be the leader as Bill Finley just reloaded from last year's Big 12 tournament championship. Top of the key, Nevaeh Tot gets our first three-pointer of the game. These teams like to shoot the three. A lot of touches early for Audi Crooks. Just steps back and casually drops that one in.
Well, Audi Crooks, she can just score from so many different places on the floor. And if you're Oklahoma, one thing that you do want to try to do is push her off the block, because you know she's going to be deadly if she catches it deep in the paint.
Skylar Vann had a turnover. Jenny Baranchek, the Big 12 Coach of the Year. You and I had a chance to do their game at Kansas State earlier this year. She calls that game a turning point. We'll talk more about that because they weren't playing well at that time of the year.
Yep. And it's nice to be able to see the growth from your team when you're able to come back and bounce back, because Crooks is going to be really big for Iowa State in this game today. So she's got to find a way to play aggressively without picking up silly fouls.
And Verhulst had the size advantage, but she reached over the top of Jackson and picked up the foul. Bill Finley, the dean of coaches for the Big 12. He has been here every year of the Big 12, led the team to a Big 12 tournament championship last year.
Those are wide open threes that they're getting.
Isnelle Natabou, the 6'5 junior out of the Czech Republic, who replaced Crooks, who picked up her early foul, scored on the putback. Natabou working on Culleton inside, goes to her right hand. She scored in back-to-back possessions.
That's tough. To the shooter, Jones just stepping on that sideline.
So the Jones sisters with an opportunity to go against one another. Kelsey grabbed that rebound. Audi Crooks hit a three yesterday, and another one today.
Audi Crooks said, I got range too, y'all.
She's only made three all year long coming into the tournament, and she has two here in Kansas City. Iowa State on a 9-0 run.
It's a great-looking shot, though.
She's got such great touch. Yes. Such a talented player, and there's the sisters going at one another, and this time Jones, the older one, Aubrey, picks up the foul.
3 for 4, 1 for 1 from behind the three. Audi Crooks getting it done.
And there she is going up against Skylar Vann. The kick out to Jones. There's Kelsey Jones for three, the 5'10 freshman.
And Jones is able to knock that down because Audi Crooks is just commanding a lot of attention in the paint. Anytime she touches the ball, even if they don't double, they're trying to sag off a little bit to show a little help. And Crooks doing a nice job of kicking it out to a shooter. They don't do a full double team or triple, but you have three people sitting in the paint. With Iowa State shooters, I don't know how long that plan is going to work.
Especially another Jones in the mix with Kelsey Jones making that shot. The kick out to Bristow.
That's nice. That's nice.
If you play at Iowa State, you can shoot three-pointers.
Yeah. And when you have a player like Crooks, who's going to command a lot of attention, she does a nice job of finding her shooters on the perimeter.
But Oklahoma can score in a hurry. Williams scoring on the other end for Oklahoma. There are 5 freshmen on the floor right now for Iowa State. They've got all 5 of those fab freshmen on the floor right now. You know, Iowa State comes in here with Ashley Joens last year. She is the player of the tournament. They graduate her and Morgan Kane. They have 2 starters transfer, Lexi Donarski along with Danae Fritz. And a lot of people didn't know what would happen with Iowa State. They were preseason picked 6th. And here they are in the semifinal again, out to a 17-7.
Getting up more ball movement, which will force Iowa State to have to move defensively as well.
Verhulst missing. And just a lid on the basket here early for Oklahoma. 3 of 16 from the field. Now 3 of 17 from the field. Audi Crooks backing her way in, missing that one. Verhulst in traffic, and she's fouled. Hasn't scored yet, but makes her first free throw. Well, the Big 12 Men's Championship is set, and will start right here at the T-Mobile Center tomorrow with UCF and Oklahoma State, Cincinnati and West Virginia. Those games will be tomorrow afternoon, and then our championship final will be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern. So it will be a busy day here at the T-Mobile Center tomorrow.
A fun day. Maybe those free throws going down for Verhulst is exactly what she needs. Sometimes you just got to see the ball go through the net. Maybe that's exactly what she needed.
Skylar Van hasn't scored yet. Now she's 0 for 5. Skylar Van double team. Culleton gets it to go. Back to Joens. All the way to the rim. No. But Joens somehow comes back up with it. Brown hasn't scored yet. And then a whistle and a 3-second call on Audi Crooks. They've held Oklahoma to just 4 of 18 from the field, and Oklahoma will get the last shot, presumably, here in the first quarter. Good ball movement, sets up Verhulst, no. And it has been tough sledding for the regular season champs, Oklahoma, as they're down 7 at the end of the first quarter.
And Audi Crooks,
in the Big 12, it was Oklahoma, the regular season champion, only lost 3 games in Big 12 play, won 16 of their last 19. They're one of the great offensive teams in the country, but a slow start in this one as we start the second quarter, down 18-11. Iowa State's Emily Ryan missing that first basket, but Oklahoma has to find a way to get going here in the second quarter.
Well, that first possession defensively, Oklahoma came out in a 2-3 zone, and Lexi Kings could be
Emily Ryan up to Joens. Joens with her second three-pointer. She had 5 points the first time Iowa State played Oklahoma. She's already got 6 in this one.
And it's so nice to be able to push the ball in transition and know where your shooters are and have your shooters spotting up, knocking down a 3.
Culleton will give and go with Verhulst. Emily Ryan bringing it into the front court, taking her time. That one.
I like heat checks. But one thing we know she can do is spot up and knock it down. And transition threes are one of the toughest to defend because you have your defenders on their heels trying to slow the ball down.
Kelsey Joens watching as a fan last year as her older sister Ashley won the most outstanding tournament award. Top of the key, Ryan, and Sahara Williams with a big rebound.
And Sahara Williams just went and got that one.
Dew gets away from her and into the hands of Joens. Strong move by Natabou. So when it hasn't been Crooks, it's been Natabou inside. She's got 6.
But the deep position that Natabou gets as a post player, you want to be able to be big, to be wide, to be strong. She does such a nice job of getting great offensive position.
And Natabou blocks that one off Sahara Williams, and it will be Cyclone basketball. NC State Louisville to wrap it up. It's Champlin, and Addie Brown finally gets her first basket of the game, the second leading scorer on the year for Iowa State.
Well, and Sahara Williams went behind that screen, and Addie Brown only needed a little time and space to get that shot off.
And Tot splashes one down. Natabou already over her season average. She averages 5 points a game. She's got 6, giving Crooks some good rest over on the bench. Then it's tough. So Audi Crooks with 7, Addie Brown with 3, and Emily Ryan now with 3, the senior point guard. Van missing from distance, and the officials come together. It will be Iowa State basketball.
Just controlling the paint, and you gotta respect her because if she catches it that deep in the paint, 9 times out of 10, or maybe 10 out of 10, she's gonna be close. They're great with it, yeah,
no doubt. Nice dish inside to Brown. Emily Ryan is the all-time leader in assists in Iowa State history. Van, mid-range, she's got 4.
And listen, Dick Hittner is the vets of all vets when it comes to refereeing. I'm not going to question her.
She's been doing this just a little bit.
For a while.
Crooks decides to power dribble that time. She said, "You're not calling travel this time."
Come on, big girl. She said, "Come get you some of this."
She is fun to watch. I've watched her on film all year long, but not in person until this tournament. She is fun to watch.
Great outside.
Ryan looking. There's Crooks again. Gonna try another 3. No, not this time.
Spot on, though.
She hit one earlier this game, one early in the game against Baylor. It was fun to listen to her in the press conference yesterday describe how Bill Finley reacted when she hit the 3. Crooks just bodying up against Culleton. Ticking down to 1 minute left here in the second quarter. State won the Big 12 championship title last year. Oklahoma has not been to the final since 2010. And Crooks just turns and knocks Culleton over and scores.
Woo! That's a grown woman post-up.
Nevaeh Tot. Oklahoma just hasn't had the big answers when they've needed it today.
And they're good looks. Wide open by Nevaeh Tot. But on the defensive end, what Oklahoma is having to do, they're having to use a lot of energy just trying to not only defend Crooks in the paint, but then when they sit to help, they have to extend a lot of energy to get back to the guards.
Boom! Addie Brown gives Iowa State its biggest lead of the game. And what a first half for the Cyclones, the defending champ with only one returner from that starting lineup. And here they are with all...
And you and I were talking, and I said the scary thing is that they're only going to get better. They are freshmen, and they're playing in this big moment like this is what they've done before.
And they're playing against the regular season champion Oklahoma, who just has not shot as well as they typically do. Remember, this Oklahoma team only lost 3 games all year. At Kansas State early, at West Virginia, and the very last game of the year at Kansas after they had already wrapped up the regular season title. They beat Texas twice this year, this Oklahoma squad. As we take a look at the first half stats, the 7 of 14 for Iowa State from three-point range. Oklahoma will trigger it in. Sahara Williams. No, and there's Crooks. Look how she keeps the ball up.
Which is exactly what you're supposed to do. And as a freshman, for her to do a lot of the things that she's doing in this game, it obviously shows you that she's been coached and taught by some really good coaches in her life.
Up over a double team that time, can't convert. And over 6 assists per game, but that was a pretty good looking block shot. As a whistle and a foul on Keys, the talent of freshman Addie Brown. Emily Ryan just gave up the ball because she was being defended by Keys, and so the 6'2 freshman brings it up instead.
It's a nice luxury to have.
Shot clock's already down to 7, though. Ryan off the screen from Crooks. Crooks sets a nice screen.
Well, so a couple of things. When Crooks comes to set the screen, you're not going to get through it. But I love how Emily Ryan, she's patient, she waits, she doesn't take off too soon. And when Crooks comes, you're going to have space to get your shot off.
Keys maneuvering around that screen. Ryan draws the foul on Lexi Keys. Coach Swoops.
I got some good teachers over here.
Emily Ryan made 6 of 6 free throws down, 8 of 8 free throws down the stretch yesterday.
Some energy, some momentum, just the players that will come out. And not to say that the other players aren't playing hard, but right now she's just trying to find something that's going to work for her squad.
Addie Brown splashes home the jumper. All Big 12 honor. It's always a fun matchup between these two teams, but not as conference foes. And a ball thrown away, but just back and forth, turnovers. That's not good. Look forward to it all day, all year. Expecting 7 teams from the Big 12 to be in the mix. As Aubrey Joens blocks that one from Bellinger. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Crooks draws the contact and muscles up through the foul by Kirsten Johnson.
4-out, 1-in offense that Iowa State runs works so well for Audi Crooks because she has nothing but space and opportunity to make things happen in that paint.
13 points already, and I've been around this Big 12 a long time. I know you've been a long-time observer as well. Audi Crooks has reminded me of Courtney Paris with this young woman, Audi Crooks.
I would absolutely agree with that.
Bellinger back to Crooks. And Brown says, okay, let's start over. And there's the maturity of the freshmen on this team. 3 freshmen on the court right now for Iowa State. Brown, Crooks, and Jackson. Under 5. Ryan, opposite side, and she's fouled on the shot. And we'll go to the free throw line.
There was absolutely nothing at all that you could do with it, but not just on the offensive end, even defensively. Because Courtney Parrish, she controlled the paint defensively, and that's exactly what Crooks is doing.
Crooks already 13 points on 6 of 12. Last time these two played one another, she was only 3 of 8. So Oklahoma did a better job the first meeting in Ames. Everybody in Ames appreciates what she has done for this team, what she has meant for this team this year.
Absolutely. And you know, one thing that won't show up on the stat sheet is when we train the classes yesterday.
is good work by the Yell leaders for Oklahoma, because it didn't look like anybody was going to get that basketball. Cheryl, this is the largest deficit of the season for Oklahoma. I mean, they have just been stunned by this young Iowa State team so far in the semis.
You know, it's one of those things where you can say it doesn't really matter what you did in conference play, because the conference tournament, everybody's 0-0. And Iowa State has come out like, again, they have a chip on their shoulder.
Crooks picks up the foul there. Sahara Williams at the line for Oklahoma took over for the Sooners yesterday when they were in a tussle with TCU, and it was a close game in the third quarter. Sahara Williams just kind of took the game over for Oklahoma. She had 17 points and 8 rebounds to help extend their lead to get here. She makes one of 2 free throws. But who is going to step up for Oklahoma? First, they need to get stops, right? And Bellinger, the Division II transfer, hits the 3. That's her first 3 of the game. But Oklahoma just can't hit. Verhulst tries again and able to splash that one down. Will that get this Oklahoma offense going, as Verhulst the first in double figures for the Sooners?
Yeah, because there's still a lot of basketball left, but what you can't do is trade baskets with Iowa State right now. They have to find the way. Come on, big girl.
Crooks, if she's not scoring, she's passing. Beautiful pass to set up Dew. Verhulst from the other side gets a 3.
Okay. Well, yeah, but the other thing that Dew did really well on that last possession by Iowa State is once Crooks caught it on the block, she didn't just stand at the free throw line because she knew a double was coming, and she cut to the basket.
Skylar Van commits the foul. Let's look at that Crooks pass once again.
And Audi Crooks just patient with the ball on the block, just doing a nice job posting up. She sees Dew cutting, nice bounce pass for easy 2. That's just textbook basketball. Great cut by Dew, not just standing.
3 assists. She's second only to Emily Ryan in assists right now. And Arianna Jackson is at the free throw line. Jackson was born to be a Cyclone, Bill Finley says. Her dad played football at Iowa State. Her older brother did as well. She's been attending Cyclone games for a long time. Williams runs right into Crooks. Van steals it away. Williams capitalizes. And Williams has something to say, and Audi Crooks just turned around and laughed.
Well, Audi laughed because Audi, when she got the ball, she looked at Williams and said, "Give me that." So, I love it.
Oklahoma needs to get a little fired up here. Let's see how feisty they can get to try to climb back in this game. Crooks just going to go to work one-on-one. You're just not going to stop her one-on-one.
No. And I'm kind of surprised that OU hasn't changed their defensive strategy on Crooks.
Verhulst makes her 4th three-pointer, trying to breathe some life into this Oklahoma defense. Addie Brown. It's a scoring fest right now. Wow. Iowa State 9 of 16 from three-point range. Scott bounces that one in, and then a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Well, there's a little talking going on the court right now, and they're calling the foul on Crooks away from the ball, so Oklahoma will get another possession here. Backdoor cut attempted, bounces right into the hands of Van.
As you can see, the OU fans have been waiting for something to cheer about, something to get excited about, and they have gotten into this game.
Kennedy Tucker putting a lot of pressure on Emily Ryan. and picks up a blocking foul. And it will send Emily Ryan to the free throw line. And she had come into this game on a 32 free throw streak, but missed one earlier. There's more than 450 matchups available, along with most of the games from both conference championships. If you're a Big 12 fan, you got to have it. Three seconds on the shot clock. Verhulst, does she see it? Forces it up, and it will be a shot clock violation. I've been to a lot of the practices. He has an exact play for these kind of moments. 5.2 seconds. Got to get open first. Ryan dribbling, kicks to Bellinger, blocked by Verhulst. Iowa State's had potentially another visit to the Big 12 championship final, as she is putting up incredible numbers in this, her first trip to Kansas City, and just continuing on the tradition of Iowa State's success here in this tournament. There she is. Audi Crooks just backs up Skylar Van.
It's a great block.
Iowa State has led almost the entire game. Oklahoma had a quick lead early as a whistle and a foul.
I don't know if I smile that much when I play.
Well, Bill Finley said she loves basketball. She just loves life. I mean, she's a very talented musician. She sings. She plays every instrument.
Oh,
and their little pick and roll as she uses her left hand. Those great hands.
Yeah, Audi Crooks, but great pass by Emily Ryan, knowing exactly where her big curl was cutting to.
And then a reach-in foul for Oklahoma.
But Audi Crooks doesn't just stand there. As soon as Emily Ryan comes off, she just cuts to the basket. Nice bounce pass by Emily Ryan.
The old pick and roll.
Just beautiful.
Lexi Keys picked up her third foul for Oklahoma. Yeah, the Sooners led early in this game 5-4. That was the last time. And it has been all Iowa State since then. Iowa State 9 of 18 from beyond the arc to complement what Crooks is doing inside. Addie Brown trying to add to that and does. 10 3-pointers now for the Cyclones. Verhulst will reverse pivot. She's been the bright spot. And it's right here in Kansas City. And so we're going to kickoff, I should say, the NWSL season with that game here this weekend, this Saturday.
Well, even if you don't live here, you should be proud of it.
That's right. That's right.
Are you a season ticket holder?
I am a season ticket holder. I am so looking forward to seeing the Current this year in that stadium. It's going to be pretty special. And there's somebody that's pretty special right there. Audi Crooks has come out, all Big 12 first teamer. The freshman has just dominated, 23 points today.
And I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to stay broken because you just can't allow, and it's easier said than done, but you can't allow Crooks to just come right down.
Well, we were talking at the break. This is a shocking development in this game. Oklahoma, the regular season champ, only lost 3 games all year long as Jackson hits another three-pointer. 11 for 20 now are the Cyclones from distance. And then a foul.
But you know, she can't really post her up in the paint and get her shot off. But if she steps off the block, she can then put the ball on the floor and go around Crooks and get to the basket.
Crooks going to the bench. She's picked up 4 fouls. 23 points for the freshman. What a day she has had here in the semifinals. The winner of this game will advance to play the winner of our next game, Texas and Kansas State. But they also lost to Oklahoma during the regular season, and that doesn't mean anything right now.
No, not at all. And again, when it gets to the end of the season, conference tournament, going into postseason play, whatever happened in the regular season doesn't really matter because this is a brand new season.
We got very emotional a couple of days ago after the quarterfinals, talking about her breaking the all-time assist record. Just what she has meant for this program. She gets another assist there. Hannah Bellinger. Emily Ryan now third double-double of the season, second of the tournament with the double-digit assists.
She moved so Ryan could find her, and then she steps up and knocks down the three.
in the tournament. You see the numbers from Emily Ryan. You know, she started this season late with an injury in the offseason. So all the freshmen, the 5 freshmen, the transfers that came in from Sacramento State and from Division II Truman State, all had to kind of figure out their way. Emily Ryan was there as a voice, a vocal leader, but she wasn't on the court with them. And then when she came back, she just brought that leadership along with Naimir Du, who are the only 2 returning players from last year. And 1 second on the shot clock. Emily Ryan has the clock in her head.
And things are going good for you.
And once she broke that assist record, he said her loyalty to the school or her teammates is something you just don't see a lot.
My goodness, just sitting here watching it, I almost got emotional. But, you know, for a player to have that type of an impact, not only on her teammates and school, but on her coach, it just goes to show you the type of, not just player she is, but the type of person she is, and the love and respect that he has for Emily Ryan.
Oklahoma will trigger it in here. Just one last thought on that. He compared her to Brock Purdy, of course, who was quarterback at Iowa State, went on to the 49ers as Top knocks down that three-pointer. He said, like Brock Purdy, she's not the biggest, the strongest, or the fastest, but the way she has impacted the university and the community, she's just made a difference in a lot of ways.
It's nice to hear coaches speak about players on a different level than just what they do on the basketball court. But what Emily Ryan has done on the basketball court today needs to be talked about.
Bellinger knocks that one down as Bellinger now with 8 points. Sahara Williams, Oklahoma, a team that averages a lot of scoring per game, just hasn't today. And then Kelsey Joens with the layup.
Yeah, Iowa State, they just found a way to get it done from everywhere on the floor.
Stripped away by Sahara Williams. And back down to Williams. Good teamwork. This is a team, when they get to the NCAA tournament and when they pass the ball, move the ball, shoot the ball the way they typically do, they can have a good run in the NCAA tournament. Today was just absolutely not their day. And now for today's player of the game, brought to you by Phillips 66. Who else but Audi Crooks?
You know, Brenda, I want to go back to your point that you made about Oklahoma. Today's game will not indicate the type of team they are and how good they can be, but in preparation for the NCAA tournament, this is an Oklahoma team that can make some noise.
Well, down in this one, they've come back with some threes, but Audi Crooks has just been unstoppable.
Keeps it away from the defense. When she gets the rebound, she keeps it high, but she keeps it in her outside hand and goes up so the defense can't come across and block.
Leading a group of 5 freshmen and a terrific team back to the championship final game, as Williams trying to just hold on and show some pride here in the late going, but it's been all Cyclones today.
Yeah, Iowa State, again, from the very beginning, they came out on a mission, understanding what the assignment was, and that assignment was to get this win so they can be playing in the championship game tomorrow, and they have done just that. But getting Crooks established in the paint at the very beginning of the game was really good for Iowa State, because they set the tone, and Oklahoma, they just weren't able to find a way to slow it down.
So this Big 12 rivalry will come to a close. The last chapter in this rivalry between Oklahoma and Iowa State. It was all Cyclones today as they advance.